It's 1st of April. You know what that means? It's Earth Day! Let's talk about our beloved champion that we've lost more than a decade ago. Welcome to the League of Legends Cancelled Champion Spotlights, featuring Urf the Manatee. On this very day in the year 2010, Riot Games blessed us with this wonderful champion called Urf the Manatee. Like all pre-Runeterra lores, Urf decided he wanted to join the League of Legends because he idolized the strength and powers of the champions. Whatever would this crowned Prince of the Sea want anything to do with violence? Well, he wanted to fight alongside in the Summoner's Rift with one champion that he admired the most, Jax, the Arms Master. After 152 long consecutive wins, Jax has made the League of Legends revise their regulations for the arena. The self-proclaimed Grandmaster at Arms was restricted to only fight with weapons the League deemed suitable, which are a lamppost, a chicken's foot, a spatula, and a fishing rod. Urf really admired that, despite being a traditionally peaceful manatee, he equipped himself with two great symbols of the manatee heritage as his weapons: a fish to symbolize the bounty and providence of the sea, and a spatula to pay homage to his people's age-long pursuit for culinary mastery. With that, the manatee was determined to one day have the opportunity to cross the fish and spatula with a chicken's foot and a lamppost. So on this day, in the year 2010, as Earth was swimming along the rivers of the Summoner's Rift, he has met his untimely demise. Let me read you the actual reports. Eyewitness accounts have been unreliable at best, but everyone seemed to agree that just before it happened, a blue streak was seen darting out of the nearby jungle. A great clamor ensued, followed by the doleful screams of a manatee done wrong. In the end, all that was left of this brave prince amongst the sea cows was his skin. And even that was stolen by the most nefarious of the perpetrators. Cut to the next section. But at least we got to know of his abilities. His passive was Big Blue Watery Road, where Earth is naturally faster and more agile in bodies of water. His skill, Flippy Floppy. Earth switches weapons between fish and spatula to accommodate the needs of his team. Attacks with fish deal damage over time, while attacks with spatula deal instant damage. Damn, they really stole his kit for Jinx's Q like 3 years later. His W, Poseidon's Gaze. Earth calls upon the powers of his god, Poseidon, to notify his allies of the position of the enemy in the fields of justice. Poseidon's Gaze also removes fog of war. His E, Flop Strike. Earth flops onto an enemy with massive destructive force. He needs to be directly next to an enemy for this skill to be successfully executed. And his Alt, Omni Splash. Earth calls upon the elements to bring forth a destructive deluge of water. All nearby enemies take water damage and are briefly impaired in movement. Again, this sounds like Nami's Alt. I guess Earth's sacrifice wasn't fully in vain. I gotta admit, his kid sounds way too powerful. I guess it was best that he was a cancelled champion. Following his demise on this day, Riot still paid tribute by bringing him into League of Legends in some way. And that way is letting his killer wear his skin as a cosmetic. Ladies and gentlemaneties, I present to you Earthwick, who dons this chic manatee skin of what's left of our beloved Earth. Gosh, it's so brutal. But for a good cause, as the funds from the purchases of this skin gets directly donated to the Save the Manatee Club, which is a non-profit organization dedicated to protecting endangered manatees and their habitat. Urf the Manatee's final resting place is in the skin section of the League of Legends store. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the victim's family. Earthquake was a bold choice, but a choice nonetheless, that will go on to inspire Earth Day for the rest of the future. Following the years after the tragic incident, Riot made sure to pay tribute to our dear friend in simple ways to keep his spirit with us. In 2011, on the 22nd of March, Riot teased a new champion called Lee Sin, the Blind Monk. And in his splash art sits our old late friend, Earth. The players weren't sure if this was a joke, as the release was constantly getting delayed, but finally, on 1st of April 2011, Lee Sin gets officially released. And on 4th of April, Riot continues to pay tribute to Urf with the Urf Rider, Corki skin, that sees Corki riding Urf into battle. It was such a majestic skin. In 2012, Riot made an affordable choice to create a 3D mode for League of Legends. All you had to do was get the blue and red 3D glasses. Though I think too many players couldn't afford it anyways, so they removed it. Though they did pay tribute with a Fisherman Fizz skin, where we get to see Urf the Manatee yet again in his full glory alongside of Fizz. The concept of the skin? They're just going fishing. In 2013, they kind of forgot about Urf the Manatee. I know, the audacity, right? But they did create a flash pixel game called Cho'gath Eats the World, where you play as Cho'gath, eating the world, along with ASTRO TEEMO, which is another minigame in this game. A very refined game made, if I do say so myself. No skins were released for Earth Day this year. In 2014, Earth makes a comeback like no other. They buffed Earth and turned it into a game mode that we all love, that's called Ultra Rapid Fire mode. This game mode features the awesome buff of awesomely awesome buffing. In the words of Daft Punk, the game mode makes you harder, better, faster, stronger. No new skins were released, but there were some cute icons. In 2015, they continued Ultra Rapid Fire, along with some of the most creative skins created in League of Legends. They include Archduke Nasus, Order of the Banana Soraka, definitely not Woodier, and paying tribute to our beloved Urf the Manatee! What do you mean there's one more? There's also Surprise Mumu. Surprise Party Amumu. But damn, you would think that you would remember him because it was his surprise party. New awards and icons were also available. As 2016 arrived, every player was getting bamboozled by Riot, as for one day only, every single champion got Draven. It honestly gave the same vibes as that one episode of Phineas and Ferb where everybody was turned into Doofenshmirtz. But of course, there were also amazing cosmetics available, such as Meowkai, Draven, definitely not Vel'Koz, and paying tribute yet again to Urf the Manatee, Urfkench, one of my favorite years. In 2016, my favorite Alistar skin was released, Mukau Alistar, as well as Super Kennen, Renekton Toy, and Pugmall. This was the beginning of the toy series as well as the cat and dog series. It was so amazing to witness Riot getting richer and richer introducing these skin concepts. But yes, Ultra Rapid Fire was present this year. Guys, you're not gonna believe this, but in 2018, Riot pushed out another ones of my favorite skins, which are Birdio Galio and Pizza Delivery Sivir. I gotta admit, I was gonna cosplay Pizza Delivery Sivir back then when it came out, but Sneaky beat me to it and he looks way hotter. This was also the beginning of Riot's fast food chain skin line. I wonder what else they could come up with. Here are other awards and icons too. I love the pizza chicken one a lot. In 2019, the Fire Nation attacked. I mean, Earth wasn't Earth anymore. It is now not just Ultra Rapid Fire, it's all random Ultra Rapid Fire. Urf! For short. Riot says it's because players were getting burnout and to prevent tryharding, but I think it's just a bunch of bull. Of course I would like to spam my main Nidalee the whole time, but I gotta admit, URF being forced to play random champions was kinda fun. This was also the furry year. I mean, the year where the iconic line of Cats vs. Dogs was created. We have Corgi, Fuzz Fizz, Pretty Kitty Rengar, and Meowrick. I must say, this was like the year of the legendary skins. So yeah, you gotta permanently Zonia's Fuzz Fizz too, and icons and wards too. There was so many icons and emotes to collect. The team really went all out. In 2020, besides getting Earth back, we also got this return of this old game mode in 2013 called One for All, which is the game mode where your whole team plays the same champion. Riot also teased the champion Pingu's concept. Then they canceled it. I gotta make another cancelled champion spotlight? Scratch that. They actually made the Pingu into a champion. I mean, Pengu into a champion. Well, kinda. But we'll take it. In other good news, Riot decided to dedicate a skin line for my people. No, not cats and dogs. That was last year. I'm talking about cosplayers. The cosplay skin line consists of Pengu cosplay Tristana, Furry Horn cosplay Fagar, and fan favorite Pajama Garden cosplay Urgot. Oh, scratch that. I think the favorite Urgot skin came out last year. We'll get to that soon. In 2021, you know the gist, game mode, yada yada yada, but he also created this new out of this world groovy skin line. I'm talking about Space Groove. And it has got to be one of the most fun way to reimagine the champions. We have Space Groove, Blitz and Crank, Lulu, Nasus, Nunu and Willem, Rumble, Samira, and Gwen. That's a lot of skins. Lulu gets the prestige version this year too. Again, I don't understand why zonifying our champions is a thing, but the icons and emotes and wards are also insanely adorable this year. In 2022, I don't feel Urf or goofiness for this Urf Day at all. Space Groove was at least fun and relates to the cats versus dogs bit, but this year, it's just a bunch of sexy furries. I'm talking about the revival of the very old sexy ribbon skin. You know the skins when Riot was still setting League of Legends for the male gaze? I'm kidding, it's for my gaze too, because that skin is one of my most beloved old ribbon skins ever, and I'm talking about Battle Bunny Ribbon. The revival skin line is called Anima Squad. We don't just got battle bunnies, we got all sorts of animals for you to choose from. We have Battle Wolf Silas, Bat Vane, and for some reason, there are two bunnies, which is Miss Fortune and of course Riven. But her one is called Battle Bunny Prime Riven. There's some lore stuff going on for this, but yeah, we'll get to that next time. Get this, there is a battle cat, Jinx, and she's the one that got the prestige even though this skin line owes Riven for carrying for so many years. Sorry, got defensive there, look at his pretty icons while I go cool down. Okay, at least for 2023, we're back to the goofiness and the funness again as Cats vs Dogs come back with a round 2. We've got Wolf and Lamb Kindred, Kibble Hit Clad, Kitali, and Shiba Yumi. Kindred and Wolf finally being in this skin line just feels perfect as during round 1, they were the judges, along with Primetime Draven being the host, as well as Nico mimicking Kitty Katarina. Very adorable Easter eggs. 2024 Earth Day feels like Riot is finally finding themselves back. This day isn't just about prank battles. It's about mayhem. It's about laughter. It's about Earth. Oh, look at that, they brought back the toy and food line. It's not Earth related, but I feel like we're getting the spirit back. In 2024, we got new toys, who are Toy Terror Cho'gath and Choo Choo Orn. Our delicious skin lines are of Cheddar Chief Twitch as well as Zesty Zip Zack. Though I gotta give it to them because I am so happy that my country Malaysia finally got a skin dedicated to them. Durian Defender Ramus. I know it's not, but durian is the king of our fruits in Malaysia, so I'm just gonna deem it as so. Gosh, I'm hungry. Let's see what Riot served us in 2025. And serve they did because Riot finally realized what the players really want. And what we want is Urgot, the Clockfather. For 2025, Riot was on a mission to be the earthiest of the Earth Days ever. This is the second cleaner themed skin line right after the questionably hunky janitor trash skin that somehow looks as attractive as his Spirit Blossom skin. But yes, I couldn't believe how they could make a skin for Urgot that is even more playful than him cosplaying as a Star Guardian. This year's skin was definitely a treat, with Shackle Cat in the box from the toy line, Nafiri Glizzy from the food line, Brom Grill Master from the cook line, as well as having an insanely fun pool party skin for Malphite. I did not think they were gonna be able to top what they did for 2025, but this year's skin was just out of the bat out of the box, and I think it just really screams Earth. We got Bubble Bash Blitzcrank, Puck Trainer Sejuani, Surprise Party Vex, Chong Kench, and Fried Chicken King Swain? The skins this year were so fun. We literally have a clown, and the Colonel himself decided to pay a visit because, Well, what do you mean it gets better? Is that MMM? Flip it around. What do we get? We get a win-win-win with Money Miser Mordekaiser. In this prestige condition, Yup, my gosh. They gave Big Boss Corporate Mundo a competitor. I love it. What? Wild Rift has an exclusive skin as well? Oh my gosh. It's Pendant cosplaying as a turret. That's so cute. Oh my gosh. The design team really went all out this year and I love it. I hope you all get a raise because this is just what we want. This is what the players want. Amazing. Just amazing. Hold on. Let me go get my credit card. though the crown prince of the sea has not been mentioned again for another year. Perhaps one day, his skin will be worn by another champion. Maybe Nico will cosplay as him one day, or maybe Riot will have a change of heart and bring him back to life, like Yone. Till then, subscribe for more League of Legends lore videos, and if you enjoyed this video, drop a like. Which Earth themed skin is your favorite throughout all these years? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching and have a wonderful day.